It's week 1 of the 2028 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Broncos.
And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Davidson. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davidson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. He's got it. This is Ware. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw on 2nd down, Davidson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 66 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. It's caught. Mitchell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again is Stroud. And he whips that one incomplete there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught by Dowd. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Davidson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Davidson. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And it's complete to Mitchell. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 7.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Texans.
Stroud sets up the play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st down, Houston.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Got his man, Dell. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Stroud. This is caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Denver's offense now set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Looking to throw. Davidson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Off the play fake, Davidson. And that's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now out comes Houston. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here goes Stroud again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down,
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A give to Howard up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try again with Howard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Stroud working out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davidson throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw again. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Complete. This is Mitchell. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston set to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Runs through the contact. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Running from the gun with Howard. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
This is unbelievable.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
The 13-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Davidson got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Stroud. That's caught by Ware. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now a throw here, hauled in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The throwing again is Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here's Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw on second down. Davidson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Broncos first down.
Off play action. Davidson. That's taken in by Dulcich.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Howard up the middle. A beautiful fake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
False start, offense.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Again, it's Stroud. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on 2nd down, Davidson. Will Anderson dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Davidson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They go with Howard again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Texans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.